Hey guys, Miss Toy 734, and I am going to make a video about how I made my 21-day fixed, 21-day fix taco salad. And someone asked me to make the video showing how to actually do the meat, or how I do my meat. So this is Jenny O. It's 93%, I believe. Yeah, 93% lean. And this package was actually kind of expensive. I think I paid $5 for this. If you saw my other video from yesterday, I found some at Walmart. It was a little bit cheaper, and I put all of those in the freezer. But I'm going to use this one because I've had it the longest. So what you need to make this, a pound of ground turkey, some cheese. Yes, you can have cheese. This is some pico de gallo. And just to note, when I did this my first week of the 21-day fix, I was actually logging this as a vegetable. And when I looked in the book, they actually log it as a fruit. So if you have a serving of this, actually make sure you're measuring it in your purple container. And then lettuce. So I have a 50-50 mix here. It's baby spinach and a spring mix. And then I also have some romaine lettuce. And I'll show you, you can kind of make tacos with the romaine lettuce leaves, or you can just make a salad and put everything on top. And actually, I almost forgot one thing. So, I made I think I mentioned it in one of my videos, that I made my own corn tortillas. And this is what I used. I don't know. I guess it's masa. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. It says masa down here, but this says something else up here. But this is what I got. This was like, this whole big bag was like $2 and change at Walmart. And I'll show how I make that in a second, but I'm going to season my meat first, so that can kind of sit. And so the other day I was at the dollar store. So to make this, you need a like a pita press, and I didn't know that. So last time I just kind of smushed them. I know, but you got to improvise. And then I cooked them, but it was fine because what I did was I just tore it up and then put it on top of my salad. And it was really good. It tastes like tortillas, even though they didn't really look like them. But you can have 2 of these as a starch, 2 6-inch, and you know they have to be thin. So I was at the dollar store, and I don't know, I'm gonna see if I can kind of make this a tortilla press. I'm gonna put the little balls in the middle. These are glass, so I'm trying not to drop it. But I'll put the little balls and press it down and see if this works. I don't know. I forgot to look for a tortilla press when I went to Target the other day, but that's neither here nor there right now. The point is, it tastes the same regardless. So let me get started on my meat first. What I do is, let me get a fork. So I can open this up. And I just left my sister and my nephew at their house. So I stopped by after church, and they're coming over for dinner supposedly. So I have more just in case I need to make more. So in terms of what I season my ground turkey with, I use Mrs. Dash Southwest Chipotle, and I use Morton's light salt. I know a lot of people don't like Morton's light salt, but I like it, and I feel like I need a little bit of taste of salt. So I'll try to, let's see if I can lift this, yeah, so you can see what I'm doing. I dropped my towel. Let me pick that up. Okay. So I don't put a lot of the salt on it, and I just keep it in the package like this. And I just lightly go over it, okay? And that may look like a lot, but I'm going to douse it with this. And so it's not a lot, trust me. And That's how much it's open. So a lot of it didn't come out. I would show you, but you probably can't see. Now I use a lot of this, so much so that I want another one because I know I use a lot of it. And I have a lot of ground turkey meat. I'm sorry guys, I'm making a mess back here. My little spice rack. And so I use a lot of this. Sometimes with Mrs. Dash, these seasonings will stick together. And this stuff smells so good. Okay, so just so you can kind of see, that's what I do. And then I just kind of mash it. And then kind of lift it up and turn it over so the season can kind of get mixed all around. And I'm not done seasoning it yet. And if you don't normally make ground turkey, I know someone had posted that they wanted to know because when they make it, it didn't turn out very well. You can even pre-season this like the night before, or like say if I would have seasoned it this morning before I went to church, that would have worked. And it would have gotten really seasoned, or seasoned well, I should say. So I've just mashed it up. I'm going to do a little more salt, just one more once over, and that's it. We can put that up. And then lots and lots and lots. I think that's the dog. Okay, and so if I pre-season it, I usually put it in something like this and let it sit. But for now, I'm just going to let it sit in here. I'm going to put a little bit more on here. I go overboard with this. If you don't like, I like the taco seasoning. And it adds and makes you not miss the salt so much. So yeah. Alrighty. So this mashed in. I don't know how well you can see, but I've gotten all of the edges. Okay. Like some blood or something, so I'm trying to move that away from the meat. Okay, and I actually think I missed the spot. I told y'all I use a lot of this stuff. Okay. All right, so to cook this, let me move some of this out of the way. So to cook this, and I've made all kinds of mess, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little OCD. I don't like to have a dirty area. So I put my oven on my stove. So you can see that. I just put it on 5, which is medium, I suppose. And then I'll take some olive oil spray. And if this is boring you, you can fast forward past this part. But I wanted to make sure I answered the person's question. So I'm going to just put my ground turkey in there. It's not hot yet, but I like to just let mine set in the pan. I don't mess with it too much after I put it in the pan until it's time to flip it over. Just smush it out in the pan. And I missed another spot, so. The top is coming off. So, I feel like you can't get enough of this. There's no salt in Mrs. Dash, so why not? It's just seasoning. Okay. So I'm going to pause here and come back and show you how I do the corn tortillas. Okay, guys, so I'm using the directions here on the back of the bag, And it says a half a cup of the flour makes 4 tortillas. So that's all I'm going to make. If I need more, if my family comes over, then I'll make more. So measure that. And then I need a 1/3 cup of water and a pinch of salt. So I'll put a little bit of salt. And then this is a 1/3 cup of water. All right, and that's it. And I just need to mix it now. And just FYI, my turkey is over there cooking. And this is how I store it after I've already opened it and I put it in the refrigerator. I just heard that helps it last longer. And as you can see, my turkey is kind of bubbling a little bit. So I'm about to flip it over. Alright guys, so the turkey. So as you see, I just flipped it. So now the cooked top is more at the top. The cooked part is more at the top. And I let mine kind of stay like this, and then I'll chop it up as it's cooking now on the second side. Alright, so I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's not working so well, but you can kind of get the gist. And I just kind of keep flipping it. And I'll just chop it up with the fork like that. Ooh, sorry, completely missed the pan. Sorry, I'm trying not to be all over the place when I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing with the food. Alright, that's enough. Alright, so I had to add a little more water to this, but I think that made it a little too watery. But I'm going to try it anyway, because last time they were really dry. So now that this is mixed, I'm going to preheat this and use my smaller frying pan. And I did spray olive oil the last time, just so it doesn't stick in there. And we shall see how this works on my little glass plates. So let me move this so you can kind of see. Alright, so this is my glass. Take one off. Then I'm just going to make a little ball. And I probably needed to add more flour to this, but that's okay. We'll try one and see how it is. Alrighty. I just plopped it on there. And then I'm going to make my own press. I know this is ghetto, but it's okay. It's going to taste the same. I think it's working. Alrighty, so it's about that thick. I don't know if you can see, but I think it worked. So let's see if we can lift the glass. I may want to put parchment paper or something on this so it doesn't stick, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe some parchment paper. Okay. So what I'm going to do is lift this up with a... Oh, no. Yeah, okay. I got to put some more powder in here. I'll be right back. Okay, before we get back to the tortillas, my turkey is done. I have turned it off, but I just let it kind of sit. And I'm going to add a little bit more flour to this. Okay, So it's a little bit better this time. Let's try it again. I put some of the flour on here. I don't know if you can see it. All right, so there we have it. There it is. So I'm gonna put this back on the stove, and let's hope I can get this off. Missed a little part of it, but that's okay. Uh-oh. So let me flip the camera around so you can see. Okay, so this is probably absolutely not how you're supposed to make corn tortillas, but it's the way that I'm doing them. And I'll show you the finished product. Okay guys, so here is the final product. It worked out well for the first one, but as you can see, not so much so. And I just, yeah, those look terrible. But the point is, I basically, so I measured out 2 green containers. This is 1 red container, so it's only 1 protein, and I have to have 6 a day. And then I also took one of the leaves from the romaine, just to kind of show you how you could do it either way. That's 1 red container if I were to eat another one, so that would be 2 for 1 meal. This is the blue container for the cheese, and this is actually, oops, oh, a lot of cheese. So I would use this 1 for lunch, well, half of it for lunch and the other half for dinner. And then the pico de gallo, I did half of a fruit serving, maybe a little bit more than half. So for these, the tortilla, I'm just gonna rip it up anyway, and put it on top. So to me, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. Alright guys, so this is the final product. This is 2 greens, half of a fruit, maybe a quarter of the cheese, and 1 red container. And then this is the other option. Oh, also I chopped or just kind of ripped up some pieces of the tortilla that I made. And then this is the romaine leaf. I put about half. I filled this red container up, so half of it is on here. I put another half of this, and I used about half of a half, so a quarter of the purple container, and then I used a quarter of the cheese. So that's it, guys. If you try it, let me know how you like it. The turkey tastes so good, so I'm about to tear it up. Bye.